of Senate President, the presiding officer, and Senator judges of the impeachment court.
The Sergeant at Arms is directed to make a proclamation.
All persons are commanded to keep silent under pain of penalty while the impeachment court is in session for the trial of Vice President Sara Duterte.
The impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte is hereby called to order. We shall be led in prayer by Senator Judge Rafi Tulfo.
Almighty Father, as we enter the 7th week of the impeachment trial, guide everyone here, the senator judges, the presiding officer, the prosecution and defense counsels, the witnesses, and the Filipino people, so that we remember why we are conducting these proceedings. Help us to make the most of the time and resources of our people by making the impeachment trial an instrument that would restore the people's trust in their public officials. Finally, send our most Holy Spirit upon us so that we are rendered a just judgment over this case. May we embody what Jesus said, that for the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Lord, let our words and actions here reflect the public servants that we should be. All these we pray in your mighty name. Amen.
Amen. The clerk of court will now call the roll.
Roll call of members. The Honorable Senator Judge Aquino, Senator Judge Cayetano Alan, Senator Judge Cayetano Pia, Senator Judge De La Rosa, Senator Judge Ejercito, Senator Judge Estrada, Senator Judge Go, Senator Judge Ontiveros, Senator Judge Lacson, Senator Judge Lapid, Senator Judge Legarda, Senator Judge Marcoleta, Senator Judge Marcos, Senator Judge Padilla, Senator Judge Pangilinan, Senator Judge Soto III, Senator Judge Tulfo Erwin, Senator Judge Tulfo Rafi, Senator Judge Villanueva, Senator Judge Villar Camille, Senator Judge Villar Mark, Senator Judge Zubiri, the presiding officer, Senator Judge Escudero, Senate President, Senator Judge Gatchalian.
With 13 senator judges present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. In accordance with the rules of procedure on impeachment trials, the chair now recognizes the duly elected presiding officer to preside over the proceedings of the impeachment court.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. If there are no objections, we shall dispense with the reading of the August 12, 2026 Journal of the Senate sitting as an impeachment court and shall consider the same as approved. The clerk of court is directed to kindly call the case before the impeachment court.
Case number 004-2026 in the matter of impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte.
Appearances of the parties.
Same appearance for the prosecution, Your Honor. We are ready.
Thank
Same-
you, Honorable Chua.
Same appearance for the respondent accused, Your Honors. Good morning.
Thank you, Attorney Poa. Call your witness, Honorable Chua.
Your Honor, before we call our next witness, Your Honor, may we respectfully ask the Honorable Court to recognize Attorney Ligutan, counsel for the prosecution, because we understand that his name was alluded to by the defense in the last hearing, Your Honor. May he be given the opportunity to make a brief manifestation or comment, Your Honor.
At the proper time, we will, Honorable Chua. Attorney Ligutan, at the proper time, we will. The chair does not intend to rule yet on that matter at this time. But before the chair does so, Attorney Ligutan will be heard, I assure you.
Okay. In that case, Your Honor, may we request the public prosecutor, Congressman Lordan Suwan, be recognized by the chair for the presentation of our next witness.
The Honorable Suwan is recognized.
Your Honors, on the part of, Your Honors, may I be recognized?
Yes, Attorney Poa.
On the part of the defense, Your Honors, may we also request that Attorney Lyndon Bacuel be recognized for
Attorney
this
Lyndon,
witness.
You are recognized, sir.
Thank you, Your
Insofar
Honor.
as this witness is concerned.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lyndon Backwell, appearing for respondent accused.
The Honorable Suwan is recognized.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the Honorable Impeachment Court, the prosecution calls Ms. Maravic M. Parea.
The Clerk of Court, through the Sergeant at Arms, is directed to kindly situate Ms. Maravic Pareja to the witness stand. Kindly place the witness under oath, Clerk of Court.
Please raise your right hand. You, Maravic M. Pareja, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, I do.
Kindly be seated, Ma'am Maravic.
Your
Attorney
Honors,
Suwan, you're recognized to make your offer.
Your Honors, before we proceed with the offer of testimony, we respectfully manifest that we are distributing copies to all the senator judges of our offer of testimony. And we also request that this be flashed on the screen for the convenience of the senators and the viewing public. Your Honor, we only have 4 offers for the testimony of witness Pareja, Your Honor. Your Honor, the testimony of witness Maravic M. Pareja is being offered to prove the following. Number 1, she has been an employee of the House of Representatives for the past 27 years and has, for the last 8 years up to the present, served as the Service Director of the Legislative Archives and Museum Management Service, or Archives of the House of Representatives. Number 2, the Archives is the official repository of all records of the House of Representatives, including those that were transmitted to it by the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, or CGGPA, in connection with the committee's hearings conducted from September 18, 2024 to December 9, 2024, and is responsible for the storage, preservation, retrieval, and release of certified true copies of such records and the issuance of certifications. Number 3, the identity of the following documents that were received by the archives for storage and custody as transmitted by the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability relative to its September 18, 2024 to December 9, 2024 committee hearings. Your Honor, may we be allowed to flash on the screen these documents as I am enumerating them?
Before you proceed, Counsel, let me be the one to do it. Would Attorney Lyndon be willing to stipulate insofar as the current position of the witness in the House is concerned relative to offers 1 and 2 of the Council?
Yes, Your Honor, stipulated.
Second, Counsel, the Honorable Suwan, you will only be presenting documents you enumerated in your offer, namely P Roman numeral number 1-26A up to P Roman numeral number 1-26L1. May I ask, insofar as your pre-marked documents P-Roman numeral number 1-3 up to P Roman numeral -1-25I-1. These were not part of the documents you requested this court to take judicial notice of, which we are more than willing to do because they're of the same nature. And since you're not presenting it to this witness, would you want to make the corresponding motion for us to take judicial notice of those documents? Again, to reiterate, P-Roman numeral number 1-3 up to P-Roman numeral number 1-25-I-1. Mostly, these are documents pertaining to documents submitted to the House pertaining to the Ombudsman case and the counter affidavits of some of the respondents in that case.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or you'd have no intention of presenting those documents anymore.
We do, Your Honor, and judicial notice would be much appreciated.
Kindly ask for it because it is not part of those that we can give judicial notice of in a mandatory manner. So you are asking for judicial notice for the documents I mentioned.
Yes, Your Honor, the prosecution moves.
Any objection on the part of the respondent? Again, just as to the existence of these documents, as to the fact that they were submitted before the House of Representatives, not as to the truth or relevance of these documents to these proceedings. Counsel?
Stipulated, Your Honor. We have no objection as regards the motion to take judicial notice of these documents.
Court therefore makes an order that the documents inclusive from P-Roman numeral number 1-3 to P-Roman numeral number 1-25I-1 are all taken judicial notice of. Copies are therefore directed to be furnished to all the senator judges for their information and reference. Again, as to the fact that these are part of the official records of the House, duly submitted to them, and that they form part of the records forming the House deliberations and hearings. Now, next, Honorable Suwan, insofar as these documents you presented are concerned, again, these are all submissions to the House, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
May I hear from counsel for respondent, Attorney Lyndon? Are you willing to stipulate as to these documents that they intend to present through the witness, Attorney Parea? Again, only as to the fact that they were submitted to the House, part of the official records of the House, and that in the performance of her regular duties, that these are within her custody, and that she performed her duties in the regular course of events.
We stipulate, Your Honor, as regards the transmittal of these documents to the department of the witness, Your Honor.
And that she is in possession and custody of these documents
Yes, Your Honor.
as part of the official records of the hearings of the House.
Yes, Your Honor.
Honorable Suwan, since it has been stipulated by the council, would there be anything else? Again, just for clarity, Attorney Lyndon, we are referring to previously marked documents P-Roman numeral number 1-26-A up to P Roman numeral number 1-26-L-1. A total of 11 documents. I think you've been furnished with a copy?
No, Your Honor. We have not
Kindly
been
furnish
furnished a copy.
opposing counsel with a copy. And it's also being flashed on the screen, counsel.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yes, Honorable Suwan.
For the record, may we be allowed to identify these documents that defense has agreed to stipulate upon?
Yes, you can. You're
For the
referring
viewing
to P-Roman numeral number 1-3 up to P-Roman numeral number 1-25-I-1.
No, Your Honor.
Which
we
one?
are referring to P-Roman numeral 1-26-A.
The ones on the screen.
Yes, Your Honor. For the viewing public and for the record.
Yes, you may read the documents, all 11 of them, for the information of the council as well and the senator judges while the council is going over it. You may
Thank you,
proceed,
Your
Honorable Suwan.
Thank you, Your Honor. So the first document is the letter of Vice President Sara Z. Duterte to Honorable Joel Chua, chairperson of the CGGPA dated September 23, 2024, where the Vice President informed the committee that she will not attend the deliberations of the CGGPA and requested to terminate the inquiry. The second document is the letter of Attorney Zulaika T. Lopez, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, OVP, to Honorable Joel R. Chua, Chairperson, CGGPA, dated October 7, 2024, where Attorney Zulaika Lopez responded to the show cause order issued by the CGGPA to explain her failure to attend or respond to the invitations of the committee. Number 3, the letter of Edward D. Fajarda to Honorable Joel Chua, Chairperson of the CGGPA, dated October 7, 2024, where Edward Fajarda responded to the show cause order issued by the CGGPA to explain his failure to attend or respond to the invitations of the committee. Number 4, letter of Attorney Rosalyn Sanchez, Director, Administrative and Financial Service Office, OVP, to Honorable Joel Chua, Chairperson of the CGGPA, dated October 7, 2024, where OVP Director Rosalyn Sanchez responded to the show cause order issued by the CGGPA to explain her failure to attend or respond to the invitations of the committee. Your Honor, we also manifest that these documents have been previously marked, and the current one has been marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-D, as shown on the screen, Your Honor, as well as the previous documents, which were already previously marked. So the fifth document is the letter of Lemuel G. Ortonio, Assistant Secretary, OVP, to Honorable Joel R. Chua, Chairperson, CGGPA, dated October 7, 2024, where OVP ASEC Lemuel Ortonio responded to the show cause order issued by the CGGPA to explain his failure to attend or respond to the invitations of the committee. This was also previously marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-E. Sixth document, the position paper of Attorney Lopez et al. Dated November 5, 2024, where Attorney Lopez, Ms. Acosta, spouses Edward and Sunshine Fajarda et al. Refused to attend the CGGPA hearings and requested for termination of the inquiry by the CGGPA. This was previously marked, Your Honor, as P-Roman numeral 1-26-F. Seventh document, the position paper of OVP employees dated November 5, 2024, where the OVP employees refused to attend the CGGPA hearings and requested for termination of the inquiry by the CGGPA. This was previously marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-G. Eighth document, the letter of Gina Acosta, Sunshine Shari Fajarda, and Edward Fajarda to Honorable Joel Chua, Chairperson of CGGPA, dated November 12, 2024, where Gina Acosta and spouses Edward and Sunshine Fajarda responded to the contempt order and arrest order for their failure to attend the CGGPA hearing, and this was previously marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-H. Ninth, letter of Attorney Zulaika T. Lopez, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, OVP, to Honorable Joel Chua, Chairperson, CGGPA, dated November 24, 2024, where Attorney Zulaika Lopez attempted to excuse her appearance in the CGGPA hearing, and this was previously marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-I. Number 10, letter of Gamaliel A. Cordoba, Chairperson, Commission on Audit, with subject compliance with Subpoena Duces Tecum dated August 16, 2024, addressed to Honorable Saldi Co, Chairperson, Committee on Appropriations, dated August 21, 2024, where COA informed the Committee on Appropriations of the COA's compliance with the Subpoena Duces Tecum for OVP and DepEd documents. This was marked as P-Roman numeral 26-K-1. And last, the letter of Attorney Zulaika Lopez, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, OVP, to Honorable Gamaliel Cordoba, Chairperson, COA, dated August 21, 2024, where Attorney Zulaika Lopez told the COA not to comply with the subpoena by the Committee on Appropriations and refused submission of the OVP and DepEd documents. This was previously marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26-L-1. That is it, Your Honor.
Thank you. Comment, Attorney Linden?
Your Honor, we confirm our stipulation as to the documents mentioned by the prosecution, that these documents are transmitted to the archives, and the archives are the custodian of these documents, Your Honor.
Having so stipulated, counsel, any other thing that, given that these are your four offers, I don't believe there is a need to present this witness before the court.
Your Honor, there is still the matter of that certification that the witness issued as to the identity of these documents, the identity and faithful reproduction of these documents. If counsel will agree to stipulate, then that would be welcomed. May we show the certification on the screen, Your Honor?
It's not so much the certification, but I guess without prejudice to proof being presented by counsel for the respondents that these are not faithful reproductions of the original on file, then we can presume regularity. Correct, counsel?
We are amenable to that proposition, Your Honor.
We can presume regularity, Honorable Suwan, unless proof later on during cross at any stage of the trial is presented regarding the inaccuracy of these documents. We can already, counsel is willing to stipulate, thereby dispensing again with this witness.
Your Honor, so
Who's speaking? Yes, Honorable Son.
if counsel is willing to stipulate as to the certification, then for the record, may we have the certification marked as P-Roman numeral 1-26? It has already been marked previously.
It's been
Your
marked,
Honor.
yes.
Yes. Just for the record.
Thank you. So, can we dispense with this witness, Honorable Son?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Parea, you are excused. Kindly send our regards to Cesar over there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And we thank you for your time and for coming over. Thank you for your patience as well.
Thank you, sir.
Call your next witness, the Honorable Chua. If you're going to be the one to stand up, call your next witness, Honorable Chua.
Your Honor, may we request Attorney Ligutan, counsel for the prosecution, to be recognized for the presentation of our next witness, Your Honor.
Attorney Ligutan is recognized for the presentation of the prosecutor's next witness. Attorney Ligutan, you may proceed when you're ready.
Your Honor, we were expecting to present the witness at a bit later time.
I believe she's here.
May I move for a quick recess, 2 minutes, Your Honor, please.
Brief recess is declared. Nandiyan na rin, di ba? Yeah. Pasituate mo na dun sa padala mo na dun. The clerk of court is directed to kindly escort and situate Ms. Gina Acosta to the witness stand for her testimony.
For the prosecution.
Kindly place the witness under oath, Attorney Bantog.
Please raise your right hand, ma'am. You, Gina F. Acosta, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Cyrus Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Ms. Gina, and also for the information of the counsel for the parties, we have on hand a nurse from the Senate and on call the doctors of the Senate. Given that in the last appearance of Ms. Gina before the House, I believe medyo tumaas po yung presyon ninyo. So we're just exercising some precautions with respect to this, but please try to be relaxed, ma'am. Attorney Ligutan, your witness.
Thank
Kindly
you,
make an offer.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, please. Mr. Presiding Officer, our senator judges, the prosecution presents the first hostile or hostile witness in this impeachment trial. The testimony of the first, we'll pronounce it at hostile, we're accustomed to hostile. Ang testimonya ng kauna-unahang hostile witness sa impeachment trial na ito is being presented to prove ang mga sumusunod. Layo ng prosecution na ipresenta o iharap si Gina Acosta bilang isang hostile witness. Ibig sabihin, hindi po siya testigo pabor sa prosecution. Pangalawa, si Ms. Acosta ay nanunungkulan ngayon bilang Vice Presidential Staff Officer 6 sa Office of the Vice President. Pangatlo, siya ay nagsilbing Special Disbursing Officer or SDO ng Office of the Vice President noong taong 2022 at saka 2023. Pang-apat, siya rin ang nagsilbing SDO para sa confidential funds noon ni Mayor Sara Duterte sa Davao City mula taong 2019 hanggang 2022. Panglima, siya ang naging staff member sa Davao City Administrator's Office sa pagitan ng mga taong 2016 at 2022 at ng Davao City Budget Office sa panunungkulan noon ni Mayor Sara Zimmerman Duterte. Pang-anim, sa last quarter o huling 3 buwan ng 2022, ginastos ng OVP or Office of the Vice President ang halagang 125 million pesos na confidential funds sa loob lamang ng 11 araw sa ilalim at pamamahala at pangangasiwa ng Vice Presidente nang walang liquidation, nang hindi kumpleto o walang sapat na dokumento na nagpapatunay sa pagbabayad. Pang-7. Pang-8. Inatasan ng Vice Presidente ang witness na i-encash ang kabuuhang halaga na 500 million pesos or kalahating bilyon noong ika-20 ng Disyembre 2022, ika-6 ng Pebrero, ika-25 ng Abril, at ika-14 ng Hulyo 2023. I skip number 7, sorry. Sa tatlong 3 quarters ng 2023, ginastos ng OVP ang halagang 375 million na confidential funds sa ilalim ng pamamahala at pangangasiwa ng Vice Presidente nang walang liquidation, wastong liquidation rather, nang hindi kompleto o walang sapat na mga dokumento na nagpapatunay sa pagbabayad. Let's go to number 9. Ang lahat ng confidential funds na inilaan sa OVP ay na-withdraw in cold cash na nagkakahalagang kalahating bilyong piso noong December 20, 2022, February 6, April 25, at July 14, 2023. Pang-10, inutusan ni VP Sara na ibigay ang kabuuhang 500 million pesos, 500 million pesos in cold cash sa security officer ng OVP na si Colonel La Chica na hindi isang accountable officer, isang paglabag sa batas. Sa Joint Circular 2015-01, pang-11, ang ginagawang disbursements ng confidential funds sa ilalim ng Office of the Vice President. Ang ginawang disbursements ay maraming bahid o namumutakti sa pagsuway at paglabag sa Joint Circular 2015-01. 12, bigo ang respondent, Vice President, na maliquidate ang kabuuhang halaga na 500 million pesos na pera ng bayan, 500 million pesos, alinsunod sa demand o kahingian ng Joint Circular 2015-01. Pang-13, dahil dito, maituturing na ginastos ng Vice Presidente sa pansariling gamit at kapakinabangan ang 500 million pesos na pera ng bayan na confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President. Lastly, Your Honor, please, tutukuyin ng witness ang mga dokumentong may kaugnayan sa mga aligasyong nakasaad sa articles of impeachment. That's for the offer.
Comment, Attorney Bacuel?
Your Honor, for purposes number 2 and 3, we are willing to stipulate. We note that for purpose 3, this was already part of the admissions of the parties in the pretrial order. And it's contained in Part 1A, Item 2.8 of the pretrial order, Your Honor. For purpose number 4 and 5, as regards the confidential funds in Davao City and the position of the witness as SDO of Davao City, we would like to object on the ground of irrelevance, Your Honor, considering that for the simple reason that the confidential funds in Davao City are not part of the allegations in the articles of impeachment. So there's really no fact in issue to be proved by the testimony of the witness, Your Honor. And for all the other purposes, Your Honor, these are subject to cross-examination.
What does Attorney Ligutan say with respect to counsel's stipulation to your second and third offer?
The stipulation is well taken, Your Honor, please. So therefore, it is established na si Ms. Acosta ay ngayon nanunungkulan bilang Vice Presidential Staff Officer 6, saka nagsilbi siyang Special Disbursing Officer noong taong 2022 tsaka 2023. However, Your Honor, please, yung punto na walang relevance, yung naging pagsisilbi as SDO para sa confidential funds mula 2019 tsaka 2022, tsaka I think yun, di ba? Your Honor, please, we beg to disagree. It is very much relevant in today's proceedings, considering, Your Honor, please, that it is her experience as the SDO of Davao City in those inclusive years that led the Vice President to also bring her to the office of the Vice President and do the things they did in Davao City, this time with the money of the office of the Vice President. That is very much relevant to the prosecution's case, Your Honor, please.
May I respond, Your Honor?
Yes, before the presiding officer makes a ruling, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. The rebuttal presented by the prosecution is wrong, considering that there's no such allegation in the articles of impeachment, Your Honor. Moreover, Your Honor, it is clear in the ruling of the Supreme Court in Duterte versus House of Representatives that the basis of any charge must be for acts committed in relation to the impeachable office and within the term of the impeachable officer, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can I make a quick rebuttal to the last point?
No need, counsel. The presiding officer will make a ruling. The court will allow it, given that it is for the purpose of establishing pattern and/or behavior on the part of the witness. But to be clear, that whatever she says with respect to acts committed by her in relation to the Vice President now, while she was a mayor in Davao City, is not part of this impeachment trial and will not in any way add to the charges that has been filed and are pending before this court under the 4 articles of impeachment, as previously ruled by the chair in previous requests for subpoena, for example. However, may I ask counsel further to abbreviate the proceedings? Attorney Bakel, are you willing to stipulate that the witness is a hostile witness, and therefore counsel may ask leading questions already instead of qualifying the witness as a hostile witness?
No, Your Honor. The prosecution must first qualify the witness as hostile, Your Honor.
Then qualify her, Attorney Ligutan.
We shall.
Qualify her.
Thank
You
you
may
so much.
proceed when you're ready.
Thank you so much. Madam Witness, maayong buntag.
Mayong buntag sa...
Ma'am,
Excuse me.
Your Honor,
Excuse
pwede bang
me.
magpaduol gamay sa
Can
atong
I
mikropono? Can you draw closer to the microphone?
Okay. Salamat po.
How are you, Madam Witness?
Okay, Jutay.
Okay, og jutay. Ibig sabihin, I'm a bit fine. Madam Witness, natay tubig. We have water.
Excuse me, sir.
Opo.
Sir, pwede didilibog na
Okay.
tubig?
Your Honor, ingon ang witness, sabi po ng witness, po pwede bang hindi po malamig yung tubig?
The OSAA is directed to kindly give her... Ma'am Gina, you prefer warm water? Hindi naman daw po malamig yan, pero baka dahil sa aircon na lang lumamig.
Ano lang po, sir, yung kung merong maligamgam.
Maligam-gam na lang po.
Mas
Makibigyan na lang
better
po ng
po.
maligam-gam.
Salamat po.
You're welcome, ma'am. You may proceed, Attorney Ligutan.
Salamat, ma'am. May buntag na. Why are you here today, if you know?
Na ako diri tungod sa akong sabwena.
Okay.
Nagipatawag ko diri sa Senado. Pizza, August.
With your permission, Attorney Ligutan, kung papahintulutan niyo po, Ms. Gina, pwede po gamitin po ninyo para mas maunawaan ng mas nakararami, Ingles o Pilipino sa pagsagot?
Your Honor, pwede po haluan ng Bisaya, Your Honor.
Sige po, basta ma-translate ni Attorney Ligutan without any objection from the respondent yung ibang mga kataga o salita
Your Honor.
na gagamitin ninyo.
Your Honor.
Yes.
May we request an interpreter from this honorable court, if this honorable court would allow, so that the defense would be able to easily understand the statements of the witness.
We have a senator judge who can interpret, but I doubt if I can do that or will do that.
Okay. Ma'am, Your Honor, I have a proposition. Ma'am Acosta, alala ko when you testified before the Committee on Good Government sa House of Representatives, ma'am, we spoke in Tagalog, then siningitan natin ng our great Bisaya language, no? Ma'am, pero po, para po mas mabilis, kung po pwede po, no, let's try as much as we could po to speak Tagalog. Kung po pwede lang, ha? And then, if you really have to speak Bisaya, then of course, hindi po pinagbabawal yan. We should be proud of it. Pero kung po pwede po, Tagalog po tayo.
I-try po na ako, sir. I will try my best po.
Let's try our best po, madam.
Sige ma'am, while we're looking for a court-appointed or selected translator to get an official translation, hanggang kaya ma'am, pero kung hindi po, kung hindi po kayang gamitin ng Ingles o wikang Pilipino, gamitin niyo po ang Bisaya o Cebuano, subukan po namin unawain at interpret.
Alright.
You may proceed, Attorney Ligudan.
Salamat. Ma'am, sinabi mo, andito ka kasi nga pinasabina ka. Pinasabina ng impeachment court. Di ba po ba?
Yes po.
Ma'am, na-mention din, nasabi rin na ikaw ay isang special disbursing officer, hindi lang sa Davao City, pati na rin sa Office of the Vice President. Yung tanong now is, what funds? What funds? Anong klaseng pondo po yung didi-disburse nyo bilang isang special disbursing officer po?
Confidential funds po, Your Honor.
Confidential funds. So na-mention mo yung confidential funds. Now, sinabi mo ma'am na ikaw ay andito kasi nga napasabina ka. Ma'am, yung tanong ma'am is, ito po ba ang unang pagkakataon na kayo ay napasabina para tumistigo?
This is my second time. Pangalawang time na po ito, Your Honor.
Mhm. And then, pag sinabi niyo pong pangalawang time, ma'am, kailan yun? Kailan yung unang pagkakataon?
Yung pong sa House of Representatives, Your Honor.
Mhm. Now, House of Representatives. Maalala niyo yung petsa, ma'am? Kailan kayo nag-appear before the House of Representatives?
November 2025. November 2025.
Taon po is? Anong taon?
No, 2025.
Hindi po 2024?
2020. Sandali lang, sir, ha?
Sige. Anyways, ma'am, basta sinasabi niyo po, secondary na po yung taon because it's on record naman. Pero nasabi niyo, ito po yung pangalawang pagkakataon na kayo ay naimbitahan po na tumistigo kasi po may sabina. Now, yung tanong, ma'am, is, this is preliminary question. Ikaw ba ay nakatanggap na ng isang reklamong kriminal or administratiba na may pagkakaugnay sa paggamit ng confidential funds?
Leading, Your Honor.
Exactly. I just said preliminary, Your Honor.
Preliminary, counsel. Witness may answer.
Wala, Your Honor.
Aha. So sinasabi mo, ma'am, mama, na wala pa kayong natatanggap na reklamo. Yun po yung sagot nyo, di ba, ma'am? Ipinapakita ko ngayon, ma'am, yung isang counter affidavit. Okay. Your Honor, I move that the prosecution counsel, Attorney J, be allowed to confront the witness with the documents. And that is a continuing motion because we'll be doing that for the rest of the remainder of the testimony, Your Honor.
Assisting counsels from both parties may approach.
Mhm.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, Attorney Bakel.
May we know the purpose of the questioning of the prosecution?
Your Honor, I'm tempted to state that, but we are leading there. We are about to establish the ground to make this witness an hostile witness. May we not be preempted, Your Honor?
You answered the query of counsel. You may
All right.
proceed.
Now, Your Honor, please. This witness, Madam Acosta, is facing a complaint together with the Vice President exactly because of their misuse of confidential funds. Your Honor, it is stated in the witness's counter affidavit that the Vice President is not responsible or should not be held liable for any misuse of confidential funds. Your Honor, that interest is directly adverse to the prosecution's case before this impeachment court. The prosecution seeks to prove otherwise, that this witness, that the Vice President rather, is responsible for the illegal disbursement of confidential funds. Therefore, if on one hand sinasabi ng testigo sa counter affidavit niya na walang pagkakasala yung Vice President sa maling paggamit ng confidential funds, that's on one hand. On the other hand naman, sinasabi ng prosecution, Your Honor, please, na no, hindi. May ebidensya, it's so clear na kailangan managot yung Vice President for misusing public funds. Now, this is the time, Your Honor, please. Okay? If the good counsel will allow, with the presentation of a counter affidavit by the witness stating under oath that the Vice President did not misuse confidential funds in direct conflict with the prosecution's case, Your Honor, please, we now invoke Section 13, Rule 132 of the Revised Rules on Evidence. If the court may allow. Your Honor, according to Section 13, Rule 132, a witness may be considered as an unwilling or hostile if so declared by the courts upon adequate showing. Yun yung una po, Your Honor. Adverse interests. Adverse interests. Ms. Acosta, the witness, has an adverse interest in this case as her position, as shown sa counter affidavit niya, is clearly inconsistent with the position of the prosecution that called her as a witness. The prosecution presents her to prove that the respondent misappropriated confidential funds. Sa kabilang panig, sinasabi ni Ms. Acosta, yung Vice President complied sa lahat ng rules tsaka batas sa paggamit ng confidential funds. Sinasabi ni Ms. Acosta, hindi nag-misuse si Vice Presidente Sara Duterte na kahit isang sentimo ng confidential funds. We now invoke the case of People versus Che Chun Ting, GR number 130-568-69, dated March 21, 2000. Supreme Court dealt with a hostile witness. Kasi nga, adverse yung interest doon. Sinasabi sa kasong iyan, having an adverse interest meant, that the position or interest was adverse to what the party called her wanted to establish or prove. Yun po yung batayan ng Supreme Court. Kung yung posisyon ng isang witness is salungat sa posisyon ng partidong nagpapatawag sa kanya, sa kasong iyan, sabi ng Supreme Court, established na po yung requirement ng adverse interests sa ilalim ng rules of courts.
Comment,
Your
Attorney
Honor,
Bakel?
Your Honor, the respondent respectfully submits that the adverse interest must be shown by the prosecution through an examination of the witness and not through a mere motion or manifestation, Your Honor.
He just did, counsel, by showing the position taken by the witness in her counter affidavit.
Additionally, Your Honor, the defense also submits that the mere fact of the pendency of the criminal case does not satisfy the requirement of adverse interest under the rules of evidence, considering that it apparently constitutes to a mere expectation that the witness will testify unfavorably to the prosecution, which is not within the ambit of the rules, considering that the declaration of a witness as hostile presupposes that the prosecution would face difficulty in obtaining answers from the witness on account of such adverse interest, Your Honor.
Allow the presiding officer. Ms. Gina, saan po kayo nagtatrabaho ngayon sa Office of the Vice President? Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino po ang boss nyo sa Office of the Vice President?
Si Vice President Sara Duterte.
Permanente po ba kayo doon o coterminous?
Coterminous po, Your Honor.
So pag wala na si VP Sara doon sa OVP, wala na rin po kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
So pag na-impeach si VP Sara o matanggal siya, wala na rin po kayong trabaho doon?
Wala na po akong trabaho sa OVP.
Sa OVP, siyempre. So maalis kayo sa OVP? Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
In addition to the ground raised by Attorney Ligutan that witness has taken a position by virtue of her counter affidavit filed before the Office of the Ombudsman, the court hereby declares the witness to be a hostile witness under and in accordance with Rule 132, Section 13. However, for the information of the senator judges and the public and counsels as well, this only gives Attorney Ligutan the right to ask leading questions, still not allowed to ask misleading questions. As I know, Attorney Ligutan is well aware of the distinction.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, to abbreviate the proceedings, the witness is so declared and Attorney Ligutan may ask leading questions of this witness. So ordered.
Maraming salamat. Madam Witness, kayo po ma'am ay isang hostile witness na. So ma'am, I can now ask you questions. Sorry for a brief Bisaya. Pero ma'am, wala ta nag-away ha?
Opo.
We are not enemies. Okay? Andito po tayo sa isang bagay lang. Ano yung totoo? Unsay tinuod, unsay kamatuuran. Let's proceed. Madam Witness, you already mentioned, in fact established, na bago ka naging SDO para sa Office of the Vice President, ikaw rin ang SDO na nag-handle ng confidential funds po para sa Davao City. Alala mo po ba yan?
Your Honor.
That's preliminary, Your Honor.
Attorney Bakel?
We are constrained to again object on this line of questioning on the ground of relevance, Your Honor. Considering that confidential funds of Davao City are not mentioned or even alleged in the articles of impeachment, Your Honor. Nowhere in the articles of impeachment does it state that the confidential funds pertaining to Davao City are at issue in this case, Your Honor.
Can I respond to that, Your Honor, please? If
The chair already made a ruling in regard to that, Attorney Bakel. We will allow it to establish pattern and or behavior, but not
Hindi ko mainom to.
to add to the articles of impeachment against the Vice President. That is quite clear.
Opo.
Not only to councils, but also to the senator judges and for the public as well.
Yes.
But the chair would like to note, if you would like to make one, a continuing objection insofar as this line of questioning is concerned.
Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Continuing objection of counsel to this line of questioning is hereby noted.
And also,
Attorney
Your
Ligutan,
Honor,
you may
please.
proceed.
Thank you so much. We will be continually invoking isang rule sa rules of procedure, Rule 130, Section 35. Exactly. I think that's what the Honorable Presiding Officer had in mind. Rule 130, Section 5, allowing presentation of